Bill Renz here with Tended Gardens TV, and I want to talk to you about how to properly prune muscadine vines. Now, in order to have good crop production and proper structure, it is vital that you do prune your vines. Now, this can be done at any time during the dormant season, basically meaning late fall through early spring. But technically, the best time of year to prune your muscadine vines is late winter, early spring, even into what's called the bud swell stage, meaning that it's about to sprout. Therefore, the wood where you made aggressive cuts is exposed the least amount of time to lower temperatures, so there's a lower risk of winter damage. Now let's dive right into how to prune a muscadine vine. As you can see, muscadine vines are very vigorous growers. Some of these shoots from last year are 6 foot plus, but believe it or not, we're going to take most of that off, and sometimes you have to even just do some aggressive pruning just to get in there and see what's going on, kind of opening it up before you come up close to the actual vine. But it's actually very simple. You want to trim them back to 2 to 3 buds. So you see that 1, 2, 3, trim. 1, 2, 3, trim. 1, 2, 3, trim. Okay, and that's where you're going to get heavy crop production the next year, right there. You kind of get in a routine about it, especially when you have a lot to do. If you sit there and count buds all day, you'll be there till next year. But basically, rule of thumb, you're just really trying to get in there and trim them back to 2 to 3 buds. You're going to have very good crop production on that particular part of the vine right there. So, you know, it's really not that difficult. Overall, it does seem pretty aggressive. You're going to just really take out a lot of unwanted growth. Clean it up, get it cut back where you just have 1 or 2 dominant leaders on the actual wire, and then you're gonna cut them back to 2 to 3 buds. It's that simple. On muscadine vines, you're gonna sometimes have undesirable growth on the main trunk, especially on younger vines. As you can see here, I trimmed them off almost flush with the main trunk, except for, notice I left a little nub. And this is because it'll give it room to actually die, rot, and then eventually heal over without actually risking damage going inside the actual trunk. So it's very important that when you're making cuts to completely remove branches, to still leave a slight nub. Here it is, finished product. Thinned out a lot of the horizontal growth, trimmed everything back to predominantly 2 to 3 nodes, cleaned up the undesirable bottom growth, and just really took a lot off these vines. But this is what it takes to have good crop production out of your muscadine vines. For more, check us out at tendedgardens.com, and don't forget to subscribe.